At ease, brothers. Man, I've been wanting to ask y'all this, man. Like, what's going on in the States? What's going on in America? And I ask because I only hear about what's really taking place through snippets of social media. I can kind of tell when major events are going on. And I'm gonna tell you, man, right now it's looking real, like America is looking real iffy, looking real like, out of sync, man. Which is nothing new. It's always been out of sync, but I'll say since I'm not in there, it feels different and looks different being outside of it. But it's actually doing what it's always done. You know what I'm saying? It's always done this. It's just that now it's like on creatine right now. And I was thinking about, man, this is back in 2003. 2003, man. I'm in Kuwait. I done came back from Iraq, man, and I'm sitting there talking to a guy. I think he worked at like in shipping or something. I don't know what. We were sitting there. We were sitting by each other for a few minutes. I don't know what it was. So we were in passing, man, and we were kind of talking as much as we could. He couldn't speak English. I couldn't speak, his lingo, and we were kind of communicating enough. Anyway, I said, "Hey, man, would you ever come back to the States? You ever want to visit the United States?" He was like, "Hell to the no." In his own words. And I was like, why? And all he said was, pow, 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 pow. 2003. He said, pow, pow, pow. Like that's all y'all know how to do. Like, that's it. That's what America is. And I was like, no, man. I'm sure it seems like that from the outside because when we think of here, when we think of certain parts, at least back in 2003, I'm like, when we think of certain parts of the Middle East, all people in America think is something blowing up every day. Somebody, wearing a grenade suit up in a mall or something. So I said, I knew that part of it was propaganda, but this time around, man, me being here in Thailand, I can almost see what some outsiders see America as. You know what I'm saying? Like, and right now, America, man, it's like this whole ICE thing. Like, man, it's out of control. It looks like something you would read about in history books several years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like in the future, when all of us are gone, or when a lot of us are like 80 and 90 years old, and the youngsters coming up and they're showing pictures of ICE doing all this stuff. It's gonna look to them like when we see footage of dogs attacking people and people getting hit with water hoses. Like, we look at that now and be like, God dang, like y'all were dealing with that? That's what people are gonna say in years. They're gonna be like, why would y'all even deal with that? It's gonna look like that, man. It's like, man, it's out of control, bro. And the answer, of course, a lot of people say that the answer is get out of America, leave, and for some, that's the best choice. For some, it's to go to an island or to go to, anywhere on the globe and just call that place home. But it's not always about, like, I'm gonna say it like this. Either way, whether you're wherever you are, man, when you feel that energy, it's really about living and going within, and it's really about creating your own bubble around yourself. Like, when times are like they are now, you have to be a person that understands why and understands how to create that bubble around yourself. You know what I'm saying? Things are changing, man. I'm sitting there looking at the sunset, man. I'm gonna tell you this: if there is a highlight of my day, man. Of course, I love getting up at 0 dark 30 and seeing outside when nobody else is outside. Seeing outside when nothing but stray dogs walking the street. So I like that. I like that side of the day. But man, there's nothing like having put in a day's worth of work and got a good workout in, and can see this sunset, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me show y'all, man. I'm just taking me a quick break from work. Let me show you the sunset. It's getting out of control. I don't know if y'all can see that, man. Look kind of foggy on my end. But America, man, is out of control, bro. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, looks better, man, and that sun gets a lot hotter. Regardless of where you are, man, it's like you have to understand what's really going on. Let's talk about this. You have to understand what's really going on. What's taking place is the Great Divide, man. Like the Great Divide that a few people have talked about over the last few years is really taking place right now. And I don't know when this door will close, but it's gonna be a short amount of time, 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years. I don't know. It's gonna be a short amount of time where it's like people are gonna be on one side of the fence or another, as far as like mindset, as far as like how the way they move. Like, and the reason I say this is because like right now, a lot of people are calling shots in life. Like there are a lot of people, man, that are waking up that, 3 months ago, 6 months ago, they were moving completely different. And there are a lot of people that understand that there is something going on, and it's like I have to act now or I'm going to be trapped in this same loop that a lot of people are trapped in. You know what I'm saying? It's like a mental exodus. It's an exodus taking place, man. And whenever the smoke clears, man, you have to make sure you're on the right side of the fence. So whatever it takes, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it takes for you to complete the mission, whatever that mission is for you, whatever it is for you to complete the mission, get it done, man. Get it done. Because time, like that playtime, man, it's just over. It's just over, man. It all comes down to, and I don't know if I said this the other day, but it all comes down to just simple and daily choices. It comes down to simple daily choices, and it comes down to you mastering that day, man. That's what it comes down to. It comes down to you mastering that day. In other words, if I understand how to create the reality that I want to, and I know how to, put this on paper and structure it into a blueprint to create my recipe. If I understand that, then the only thing that's keeping me from achieving that thing in my mind, man, is doing the damn thing. And a lot of people are aware of that. And a lot of people are doing the things that it takes to get done, man. Because like I say, in X amount of days, weeks, months, years, whatever, man, there's gonna be a point where people just kind of snap out of it and really look around and see that difference. That difference in their current situation and their old lives. They're gonna see it, man. It's a beautiful thing though, man, because like once you understand that it's just a game, bro. Once you understand that this whole thing is just a game and you learn how to insert yourself into it and master yourself, it becomes the best experience that could even be possible. You know what I'm saying? Life is the best experience that could even be possible, man. But once you understand the game, if you don't understand the game, it's literally hell. You know what I'm saying? If you don't understand the game, it's literally hell. But if you do understand the game, even when you are in hell, it's still the game. It's still exciting. It's still exactly where you want to be, how you want to be. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Yeah, I just feel like chiming into y'all with y'all, man. I haven't made a video in a few days, but we've just been locked in trying to knock a few things out before the new year hits. Before February hits. But life is good, man. I hope y'all are good. So all I'm gonna say is this: just kind of wrap everything up, man. Just be aware. You know what I'm saying? Be aware of what's taking place. Be aware right now. Really be aware of all the things you've studied, all the books you've read, all the lectures you've attended, all the masterminds, all the church services. Be aware of everything you did to study to show yourself approved, man. And utilize that information, bro. Stand on business with it. Because right now, it's like right now, all that training and practice and meditating and chanting and everything else, the whole reason behind us doing all those things was or is for what's taking place right now. What's taking place right now, man, was the whole reason. Like I say it all the time, bro. Like this is, and I don't even know what to call this sector or this segment of the 100-year cycle, because it's in real time. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, y'all lock in, man. I don't want to hold y'all, man. Let y'all get back to y'all day. Love y'all.